Hi there, this is your beloved friend Birendra Diyar. I'm obsessed. I have a burning desire and I'm passionate about it that we have to use our intelligence, the conscience, the power of the brain to strive to seek to find and achieve whatever we have dreamed and desired in our life. And my desire is only one thing to be true servant of the mankind. As you know, the Jesus Christ said, the greatest among ye shall be the servant of all mankind. We cannot become so great, nobody become Christ, but we definitely try to read the mind of God. And as he said, the Father and I are the same. I do what he does, and he tells me to act the way he acts. That is the real philosophy and principle of our life. We should also act in a similar fashion and say very strongly, lives of great men all remind us we can make our life sublime and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. But to become great, we also remember the heights by great men reached and capped were not attained by sudden flight, but while their companions slept, they were toiling upward in the night. So, dear friends, to become great, we have to think great, we have to act great, we have to meditate upon such thoughts permanently, repeatedly, thousands and thousands of times, so that our mind gets saturated with such thoughts. But remember, if we have got a thought, creative energy, we can become great. And to become great, we have to cultivate this habit of thinking great, always believing in greatness. So the habit is really which is developed by repeated action day and night. And as Aristotle told, excellence, achievements, success, greatness, power, and positions are not just coming one time, but they become habit. These thought forms which we repeatedly retain our mind, they can really make us great men. And if we have bad habits, it also needs lot of courage, lot of conviction, and lot of determination to just make a U-turn and transform all those negative approach in the positive streamlined direction where we can soar in the sky of success, greatness, abundance of all the riches of life. So let's discuss some of the thoughts. The key to every man is his thought, his habit. Study and defined though he look, he has a helm, a habit, which he obeys, which is the idea after which all his facts, all his behaviors are classified. He can only be reformed by showing him a new idea which commands his own, and unless he changes his habits, he cannot become a different person. All, all truly wise thoughts have been thought already thousands of times, but to make them really ours, we must think them over and over again honestly till they take root in our own personal expressions. This is very, very crucial, friends. The thought forms, which is our habit, can really define our life. All that a man is outwardly is but the expression and completion of his inward thought. His habit, to work effectively, he must think clearly, and he must cultivate the best habit, the habit to desire, to dream, to strive, to achieve, and never to yield, and also to desire, to decide, to have faith and belief, and to persist and have a well organized planning to progress towards its realization of his worldly ideals of life. To act nobly, he must think nobly. To achieve greatly, he must think always great. This is the real story of greatness. Cultivate the best habit, and habit will control you. Your attitude will define your altitude in life. It is the habitual thought that frames itself into our life. It affects us even more than our intimate social relations do, our family members do. Our confidential friends have not so much to do in shaping our lives as a thought we have, the habit we have cultivated repeatedly doing the same thing over and over again. Beloved friends, I will tell you something more about the habit. And habit can really create your life and really create your destructions, your ruin in life. It is probable that our greatness lies in our habit, and also our greatest difficulty will be to overcome our habitual ways of thought and to form new habits. Things are as they are only because people have formed the habit of accepting them as they are. When the people change their habitual thought forms, they can have a new environment. A new thought form will really create a new world for them, and then they can be totally different person. So just by changing our thought form, we can change our life. We have formed perhaps the habit of thinking of ourselves as a common person, as one of limited ability, or as being more or less of a failure. Whatever we habitually think ourselves to be, that we will become. We become what we think about. We must form a greater and better habit. We must form a conception of ourselves as being a person of limitless power and habitually think that we are that being. It is habitual, not the periodical thought that decides our destiny. It will avail us nothing to sit apart from a few moments several days to affirm that we are great. We have to meditate, we have to believe in our greatness, we have to believe in the perception, realization of the power of our mind and using it effectively and becoming great. All these are possible. No amount of praying or affirmation will make us great if we sit habitually regard ourselves as being a small. The use of prayer and affirmation is to change our habit of thought. Any act, mental or physical, often repeated, become a habit. The purpose of mental exercise is to repeat certain thoughts over and over again until the thinking of those thoughts become constant and habitual. The thoughts we continually repeat become convictions. You have to be very careful. Cultivate the best habits, cultivate the great habits of thinking first, and then your thought will be manifested in your action in life, and you can become what you think about, what habit you are cultivating by feeding the thoughts in your mind. Think always young, think always energetic, enthusiastic, happy. All the abundance of life is in your environment, and that will really can make you great. Habitual thoughts, and not environment or the circumstances has made you what you are. Every person has some central idea or thought form of himself, and by this idea he classifies and arranges all his facts and external relationship and circumstances. You are classifying your facts either according to the idea that you are great and strong personality, or according to the idea that you are limited, common, or weak. If the latter is the case, you must change your central idea. Get a new mental picture of yourself. Do not try to become great by repeating mere strings of words or superficial formulae, but repeat over and over again the thought of your own power and ability until you classify external facts and decide You're placed everywhere by this idea. That is the way to become great, to become immortal in life. And remember, you can become what you think about. Concentrate on healthy thoughts, believing in yourself, having tremendous faith in your own power of personality, always being optimistic, and also be very much spiritual. All the greats, they derive all the power from the greats. Take the example of Lincoln, Martin Luther King, Washington, all these great warriors, like Napoleon Alexander. They were ordinary mortals like us, but they have the ability to be spiritual. Take the right action at the right time, think the right end, and also have the right means to attain those things. They cultivated the best habit of always thinking great, if always thinking to be supreme on this planet Earth, and they have really shaped the destiny of the world and shaped the destiny of the mankind. You are one such great personality. Believe in yourself. Have big dreams in life. Always think about going up, soaring in the sky. Never think negative. Think positive. If you think negative, you become negative. If you think positive, you become positive. So the positive mental attitude, this power, this belief and faith, repeatedly affirming in your mind that you have energy, you have enthusiasm, you have determination, you have daring, you are persisting, you are persevering, and you are never beguiling into surrender with the power to strive, to seek, to find and achieve. And you will definitely discover a new world for yourself. Abundance of everything at your feet. Fame, love and fortune. This is my dream and desire for you, beloved friends. Your friend Brendra Diyar telling you bye from now and see you in our next visit. Thank you very much. This is your beloved friend Brendra Diyar telling you you are victorious. You are the master of your fate and you are the captain of your soul because you have absolute power and control over your thoughts. Bye from now. Thank you very much. May God bless you.